it's okay to be cutthroat sometimes. Hey you guys, it's me, Brittney. So I'm here at my studio. Basically, I wanted to make a quick video for you guys, like an inspirational, motivational talking video about something that has been on my mind lately. For those of you ladies out there or guys who are very sensitive and generous and giving and all of that stuff, okay? It's hard sometimes to not become a doormat, okay, when God has made you to be an empathetic or sensitive person, all right? If you're watching this right now, who knows, maybe you might be that way, or maybe you know somebody who is like that. Because being sensitive is a great thing, even if it can be overwhelming sometimes. It's a great thing because there are not a lot of people in the world who are like that. You know what I mean? Most people in the world, and everybody, God created everybody in their own individual way. He's like, you talk about an amazing artist, like God is the most amazing artist, okay? He created all of us to be, everybody is the way that they are for a reason, okay? When you are a sensitive person, it's a great thing because the world needs that. The world also needs people who are not as sensitive, you know? So everybody has a purpose here on this earth, even if it might not seem like it at one time or another. But with that said, okay, one thing that I have learned as I've gotten older and have had more experience is that just because you are a sensitive person and because you're an empathetic person, you kind of have to learn to build a filter. You have to learn to filter the people that you let in to your life and your world and your existence and your experience here, okay? And you need to learn to filter what you give to people, okay? Because it's easy sometimes to just say like, oh, well, I let this person do this to me because I'm just a nice person, or I let this thing happen because I'm just a nice person. That's just who I am. I can't help it, and it's a good thing. Like, okay, yeah, that's a good thing, but like, if at the end of the day you're always getting the short end of the stick and you have to go home and freaking cry yourself to sleep every single day, then at what point do you say, or else like if it has to do with the money thing, like, I don't know, just figuratively speaking, if your bank account is overdrawn, okay, if your emotional bank account is overdrawn because you keep making it rain on people with your emotions and your time, you keep making it rain, and your emotional bank is in a deficit, there has to come a time, okay, when you're like, okay, I need to stop spending. I need to stop spending my emotions and my time and my effort and my energy on this person or this situation, okay? I will spend my emotions. I will spend my time. I will like try to build people up, build their confidence up and or build their happiness up, or like whatever the case may be. Like, I will do that. But I have learned that you sometimes, like when you're sensitive and you're giving and all that stuff, you have to get to a point where you're like, okay, yeah, this account is closed, okay? Sometimes my bank, when I spend over like, I don't know, $150 or $200, it's like, you have spent more than the allotted amount, your daily allotted amount of, like, you have to have that notification in your mind that says like, okay, you've done too much for this person and they don't give up, okay? So that brings me to the moral of the story, okay? You know, there are people in this world that I know personally. There are situations I've been in where people can look at me and think like, wow, like she's cutthroat. Like, she's a freaking bitch. She's this, she's that, she's blah, 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 like, you know, saying like, you know, like making stuff up. Pulling any little flaw or whatever that I have to like create, oh, like she's this, she's something negative. But in reality, what they don't realize is, yeah, I'm not a perfect person, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm an angel out here, okay? I'm a human being and I have flaws. I'm not a perfect person, but sometimes those people don't realize you had me fucked up. Did you ever think about that maybe? Did you ever think about that? Maybe, just maybe, you have overdrawn your personal emotional checking account at the bank of Brittney Gray, or whatever your name is that you happen to be watching. Sometimes when I think back to certain situations I've been in, whether it's relationships like love interests or friendships, even family, sometimes I think back and I'm like, oh, why did I freaking take that? Why did I not leave sooner? Why didn't I not say something sooner? Whatever the case may be. But you know what? You can't look back at things like that, because everything is a learning experience. And all you can do is like tell yourself, from this moment forward, I'm not letting them withdraw. I'm not letting them withdraw any more money or emotions. I'm not like, I'm sorry, this check can't be cashed. You know what I mean? You know, when they swipe their card, it's like decline. Sorry, decline. Oh, what? Call customer service. Okay, call customer service, because I'm the wrong person to talk to. Okay? The reason I've gotten to a point where I'm cutthroat, and I don't know, and I don't mean that in a, I don't mean like you make one mistake and it's like, oh, no, I'm never talking to you again. Like, no, I give people chances. I give you chances. You should give people chances, because people are human. Everybody makes mistakes. If somebody makes a mistake or another mistake or another mistake, it's like, okay, I'm going to give you a chance and another chance and another chance. But there comes a time where if you're not going to be cutthroat and think about yourself and your own mental and emotional health and sanity, you're gonna lose your freaking mind. Okay? You might fall into a freaking depression. You might just be unhappy, whatever the case may be. Okay? So that is why sometimes in life you have to be cutthroat. Like, oh, you're a rude A person. You're rude, you're mean, you're a gossiper. I'm sorry, I can't, I'm just not gonna put myself in this situation. Doesn't mean you have to go off on somebody, doesn't mean you have to fight, curse somebody out, argue, give a full explanation, because a lot of people like that don't even see it. Like, it's like literally like they don't even, like they have like a blindfold on, and even if you tried to express to them in a mature way and like break it down for them, a lot of times like they just either don't care, or they don't have the emotional intelligence or capacity to fully grasp what you're talking about. Okay, like they just don't get it, and in many cases deep down inside they don't want to get it. They don't want to understand. They don't want to change. They love being the way that they are. They can't like verbally express that, because a lot of times like they just don't know it. They don't like, they're not, what is the word called? They're not self-aware. They're not very self-aware. There are so many people walking the earth today that are just simply not self-aware, and they just walk the earth being freaking selfish, ruining people's lives. I'm just kidding. No, but just, you know what I mean? You can talk things out, you can explain things to somebody. Be patient, be kind, be loving, and do all that stuff. But sometimes there comes a time where you gotta close that account, okay? You gotta cut that person out. If they ever come to their senses one day, you know, be nice. Listen to them, accept their phone call, return their phone call, or their voicemail, or whatever form of communication they choose to use. In a nutshell, I'm very giving, I'm very generous. If you're watching this, you may be very giving, very very generous, very loving, very kind, very open, very all that good stuff, okay? But if somebody doesn't value that, or somebody just can't be freaking real, or somebody just can't be honest, or somebody just can't stop being fake, or somebody just can't stop talking S about you behind your back, hi. Or if somebody can't stop talking S about their friends to you or to somebody else behind their backs, then you just have to, okay, evaluate the situation, like evaluate it, make your little checklist, and like, okay, all right, I got you. I got you. I got you. I see who you is, not who you are. I'm sorry, that's just my hood side coming out. No, but I see who you is, okay? I see who you is. And like Big Sean said, I don't f with you. Okay? And I'm being freaking goofy right now. But yeah, don't let somebody take away your soul, your spirit. Don't let somebody kill your soul, your spirit, your happiness. Sometimes it is a good thing to be selfish, okay? Sometimes it's a good thing to get them scissors, girl. Get them scissors and cut them out. It's okay to be cutthroat sometimes. You gotta do what you gotta do in this world, you know. Nobody owes anybody anything. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes me anything. Like, nobody owes anybody anything, okay? You have to decide for yourself, okay, what is acceptable? What's acceptable to me? What is my criteria for somebody to be in my life? What is my criteria for somebody to date me? What is my criteria for somebody to be my friend or whatever? You know what I mean? You have to set that standard for yourself and stick to it. Ain't nobody got time to be drained. You should be happy, okay? You deserve to be happy. Like, at least that. Like, nobody owes you anything, but like, I feel like it's a basic human right to at least be happy. Like, damn. And you can create that for yourself. You can create happiness for yourself. So learn to be self-reliant, self-sufficient. Always have something. I don't know what this thing is called, but it's like, I just picture it being like in your chest, like a ball of like energy, or like your heart. Like, don't give certain people, or don't give everybody this valuable thing that you have inside yourself, because not everybody deserves that, okay? I love sometimes just sitting down and talking about important things. I feel like my experiences, I like to share them with younger women out there, because like, kind of like as a big sister in a role, because I feel like when I was younger, first of all, I didn't listen to anybody. Like, couldn't nobody tell me when I was younger, okay? So that's number one. Even if I did have somebody come along and tell me something valuable, I was kind of like the kind of person who, oh, well, let me just find out for myself. You know what I mean? And like, whatever. That's fine. There are people out there like that. I'm one of them. But if you are a young woman who listens and takes heed to good advice, I just want to share this with you guys, because sometimes when you're younger, like, you can't understand. I'm sorry, my freaking salon neighbors are talking. But sometimes when you're younger, you can't understand certain things or certain situations. And also when you're younger, okay, sometimes when you're younger, you can't understand certain situations. You can't see certain situations, and you don't understand everybody's intentions, and not everybody's intentions are clear or honest. And also, I feel like sometimes when you're younger and you're more naive, you kind of think the best in every situation, which could be a good thing. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes I feel like I'm like a little bit too pessimistic, but yeah, I just feel like when you're like young, sometimes, like if you're a young teenager, young lady, young adult watching, if you're in college or even in your early 20s, whatever, I feel like a lot of times you see the best in people because you want to, which is a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong, but I'm here to tell you that, and I don't mean to like burst anybody's bubble, but I'm just gonna be honest with you, like, not everybody has your best intentions, okay? You're like, sometimes guys don't have your best intentions. A lot of times guys don't have your best intentions, but that's another video. They don't have your best intent. They don't have, wait, what? They don't have your best intentions? Oh my gosh, what phrase? Your best interest? Whatever, I don't freaking know. I'm mixing up too many phrases. A lot of times guys don't have your best interest, don't have the best intentions for your life, okay? And sometimes friends don't have the best intentions for your life too. So you just have to enjoy your life, be happy, enjoy your relationships, fall in love, fall in like, you know, make lots of friends. You don't need to be negative and like just shut people down. Always give people chances. Be open, have your heart open, but be aware, okay? It's kind of like being street smart in a way, because you don't want to live your life being scared, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna walk to my car, I'm scared. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go outside, I'm scared. Like, you can't live your life like that, or else you're just gonna be a freaking, like, what is that thing called? Agoraphobia, where you, like, you're scared of, like, people and crowds and stuff. Like, you don't want to live your life like that, because you do want to experience a lot in life. But also, when you go outside, you want to be aware. Like, if I'm, like, for me, if I'm gonna walk outside, take a walk at night, which I really don't, but if I'm gonna go to walk to my car at nighttime, I'm aware. Like, I'm like, okay, who is you? Who is you? Don't be paranoid, but be aware. So it's like the same thing. So anyway, that is the moral of the story. Sorry to keep talking. Sorry if this video was too long, but I just have a tendency to talk like I am right now. Okay, so anyway, if you guys like these kind of just chatting videos, then leave me a comment down below and let me know, and I will for sure make more of them, because I do take all of your video requests and your comments into consideration when I come up with these videos to film. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, then please take a moment to subscribe, and other than that, you guys will see me in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.